people. It's the perpetual grind that blows your mind. It's that finger-tapping frenzy that we all know and love. It's WWE SuperCard. And it'll be Jim and Ninja Boy and Bobbleheaded Taker here in the house at BadLadDad HQ this Saturday afternoon. Now this is a special Bobbleheaded edition of WWE SuperCard. And the reason why it's a special edition of a Bobbleheaded edition of WWE SuperCard, apart from the fact it's giving him a headache already, is for the new team event that's coming up, the Ring Domination team event. There will be not one, but two spaces on Team BadLadDad. The first space is a space that is going to be a permanent space, so it needs filling. The second space is me. I'm going on a little temporary loan. Just going on loan to join some other YouTubers. Biggie Dude, Superzom, Kill Moose Kill, Edward, Fuji, yeah. Quite a few of us just getting together, having a bit of a party. A little bit of a Ring Domination party edition. So I'm going to be away. I'm going to be away doing that for a few days. So Ninja Boy is going to be in charge. And to help him do that, there's going to be two spaces. As I say, we've lost one member who, unfortunately, fortunately for him, he's getting on with his life. He's got college and school stuff to do, so he's busy. So he's gone, and so he needs replacing. And as I mentioned, my spot is just temporary. But what we're going to do is those two spots that need filling.
Whoever gets the most points out of the two people who are selected will be in the permanent spot.
Couldn't have put it any better myself. The two of you are going to come in, and you're going to be competing effectively against each other, because whoever scores the most points in that Team Ring Domination will become the new permanent member, and the other person will have had the kudos of fighting with us for one event, and thanks, and of course possibly go on a reserve list in case we do lose someone else further down the line. So it's well worth going for. So let's have a look at our team at the moment. So as I say, I'll be off. There's just for a few days. There's Wolfie, who's Azrael Great Dragon, BLD Boys. You know who that is. Bakaru, who's also on YouTube, does some live broadcasting. Joey, SJ, Stephen, The Bleeze, and XRL. So that's the team that you'll be joining.
And if you notice, everyone's on Survivor.
And everyone's on Survivor level, which is a big clue as to what you need to be to get into the team. There's two qualification criteria. One, you've got to be on Survivor level. One, I can notice my hands down here. So one, you've got to be on Survivor level.
That's two.
And two, no, it's two now. If it had been like that, it was two. If it was like that, it was one. It was like one. It was Juan. Juan flew over the cuckoo's nest. Come back here. Don't run away, Ninja Boy. This is gripping stuff. One, you've got to be Survivor level. Two, you need to have two Survivor event cards up front to show us that that's the kind of thing that you are into. You do the grinding, you do get involved in the events. And that's the easiest and best indication of how well you've been playing in the game so far. Now, I know there's a lot of you who aren't in Survivor level who want to join, and I know there's a lot of people in Ultra Rare and Super and all the other categories, but I'm sorry, we are obviously gunning for the cards. The days of when Team BadLadDad was like a starter team was at the start of this competition. We had a lot of people from a lot of different ranks came in. The guys who are in the team now have fought their way up. They've grown within the team, and
some have started and they're still here now.
We've finally got to the point. Yeah, the original members who came in
and
were way off the top rank when they first started, and have battled their way through. So we've now got a good, solid, fairly well settled team. It's only me stepping away that's creating one temporary vacancy, and as I mentioned, the fact that someone else, the real world's stepping in, and he's being responsible and doing the right thing. Do the right thing, kids. Got to do the right thing.
Who was also on Survivor.
But for those of us who are left, we can still play games.
Yeah.
So, what do you need to do to apply? You do hashtag, simple this, hashtag BLD Army in the comments down below. Hashtag BLD Army. You need to put your username. You need to confirm that you're on Survivor tier. Oh, my fingers are out of shot again. Username. Confirm that you're on Survivor tier. And list the two Survivor event cards that you've got, or the two best that you've got. Now, don't forget, if you do enter and then I say yes, you're one of the winners, and then we find that you're legendary or epic or whatever, you're simply not going to get in. So don't waste everyone's time, please, and try and enter, because it's not going to happen. We're not going to let you in. It's got to be Survivor, and you've got to have the 2 cards.
And we check.
Now, there is, because it's normally a quite keenly contested affair, and I will flag this up on Twitter as well, there's going to be just a little question to help you along. A little question. Just as a little tiebreaker, if we get too many people and it makes it too difficult to choose, normally we do like a random number selection, but having a question sometimes helps whittle it down a bit. So the question is...
What was my first legendary pro?
Ninja Boy's first ever legendary pro card in Season 2 was... Over to you. So that's what you've got to do. It's that simple. Survivor, 2 Survivor event cards, tweet BLD Army, give us your username as well, and answer that question. Just for a little killer. Just for a little tiebreaker. Now, let's have a look at how we're doing on Road to Glory. And to be quite honest with you, that's the answer. That's the answer. There's nothing happening on Road to Glory. And why is nothing happening? I mean, I have got, just edit deck, a lot of these cards, everything below Kane there, he's properly done. And then all these singles are just stray singles that I need to power up. Neville's actually going to be a pro, so that's good. And that's actually my 3rd Neville. My first Neville landed when his proc was incorrect, because they changed his proc, if you remember. So I've got a chance to do a proper pro with him. The Divas are the proper Diva lineup, but because I missed out on Ricky Flair, woo! Got to say woo after every Ricky Flair. It really just was not worth going in for it again. And it's okay, I could get Randy Orton Survivor, which is a single card. But as I've said before, what a lovely menu page that is. I do like to look at the menu, especially when you have to wait on a network error and sit there and stare at it for 20 seconds for no apparent reason. If we do... Oh, these waiting on network errors. Waiting on a network. So he's still on cue, even though he's on the other side of the room. If we just go to my cards, normal cards. See, look, when you've got these cards, you're not really that worried about picking up a single Survivor card from the events, especially when you're tired. I don't know how else to put this. The game's just got a bit wearing with these team events and individual events going on. Unless you've got something you really want to go for, it's becoming a bit tiresome just back to back. And I want to have some energy for the team Ring Domination. So I'm kind of taking it easy this weekend.
I want to do that team Ring Domination, but I just don't think I can.
There's no time. There's no point doing wasting a lot of time on PCC when I haven't got the first Ricky Flair card. Those of you who've seen our previous videos will know that I was away for much of last weekend. And also, if you look at King of the Ring,
47.
Yeah, I think I'm powered up. I think I'm powered up. I don't need to be powered up for 16th. It's 17th I need to be powered up for. If we have a look at this King of the Ring, this Survivor King... Oh, I've done schedule. Survivor King of the Ring standings. I'm joint first at the moment. Now, my last Survivor King of the Ring, it took me a day to collect my rewards. Because, again, it's just like it's another Survivor card to feed up and max out. And I know that sounds a bit glib, and it sounds a bit almost cocky for those of you who don't have the Survivor cards. But the point is, right now, I do have the Survivor cards. And I don't really need any more. Look, how are we? Survivor. 41 Survivor cards. I don't need any more Survivor cards, really, to be honest. Event cards, yeah, great. Maybe a couple of support cards, different support cards to the ones I have. Be interesting. But just chiselling away. If I'm getting one out of King of the Ring every couple of days, I don't really need to be spending a whole weekend chiselling away on Road to Glory. So that's the one I'm looking at the moment, to be quite honest with you. So really, this video today is all about Team BadLadDad. So if you're interested, if you want to be part of Team BadLadDad in the future...
You almost got it wrong.
I almost got it wrong, but I didn't. But thanks for pointing it out anyway. Hashtag BLD Army, username, confirm you're on Survivor tier, confirm your top 2 Survivor event cards, name his first ever Legendary Pro in Season 2, and then we will announce on Monday. No, I better do it Monday morning, UK time. In fact, no, actually, better do it Sunday evening. Sunday evening UK time, which will be sort of midday-ish East Coast America time, New Yorkish time, so the rest of you can work it out from there. We'll announce who the 2 people shall be, and those 2 people will go straight into Team BadLadDad for the Ring Domination team event, and then whoever out of those 2 scores the most points will become the new permanent member, and the other person will go on our first reserve list, and we'll wave them goodbye with our thanks. And of course, don't forget to look out for my activity with my new teammates, Biggie Dude, Superzom and the gang, which I'm sure Superzom will be streaming and doing all his videos to go with it too, because it's part of JB on Tour. That's what it's all about. But you can look out for that stuff too, because I'm sure we're all going to be dipping in and doing our own thing. For BadLadDad purposes, follow us on Twitter @BadLadDad, and we shall see you. Wait for it. We shall see you very soon.